Bonjour. Hey ladies. Hello everyone. Bobo here. And I'm just putting a polish on stuff that's kind of old and I don't want getting dust and dirty, right? I hope you're all doing well, and I want to just touch on it being spring again, your friendly spring reminder about department stores and retail outlets, such as, your favorite department stores. They don't sell close to everything, but some stuff you have to go there. So mine is Bloomingdale's, right? I don't go to Macy's anymore. And yours might be various stores in England and in America and all over. Lord & Taylor, Saks, Neiman's, Nordstrom's, Nordy's, based out of Seattle, and then in Canada you have those high-class ones. To once again remind you to develop a good rapport with one sales associate there that's been there for a while and is gonna be there for a while. Whether they know a whole shitload or not, that's besides the point. My point is, you can't develop that if you don't purchase stuff, right? So, get out there and purchase from there. Dior releases and Chanel, you have to get it from there, right? You can't get it from Fragrance X or Fragrance Net. And then, some niches they have there, and maybe you have some points on your credit card. And that I do, right? So this is why I go to Bloomingdale's. I pay all my debts every month on my credit card, and it's a great credit card since I've had just right after college, no annual fee. And then I spend a lot, right, on it. Sometimes I used to spend on it for work, right, and get reimbursed. But you accrue points, and then they ask you, what do you want to cash those points in for? It could be miles or retail. So I choose, I can do Walmart, but I choose to do Bloomingdale's, right? So Bloomingdale's, I spend my dollars there. And I have a sales associate there for the last 3 years. Doesn't know too much, and I tell her a lot, but I get it from her. She's grateful. And as a result, I get treated well with more samples than I ever want of anything that they have. And then not just card samples, right? Not just card samples, but she'll go over to the bottle and, this is cocoa EDP. And I still don't have to crack into my bottle. And then just by asking, she'll just give me more. And what brought this idea and video about is, the Hermes series, the Hermescence series, and Slamo. I mean, I don't have a bottle. I don't have an Hermescence bottle. Okay, the interest hasn't been totally there yet, and also they're expensive. And then you hear stuff like, don't pay full price or whatever. But there's my old baggie of Cuirange, and I went through 1 or 2 of these already. And then on my most recent, she said, what do you want, Bob? What can I get you? I don't need anything. And she goes into the drawers, and I don't want all those designer. And if there's a designer new femme release, I always get those, and pretty much it's the same thing all the time. But I think on this last one a couple months ago, I said I could use another sample of Cuidage because I really like that one. You know, before I can even finish the sentence, she just grabs the bottle, gets one of these Bloomingdale's atomizers out, and they're so good. Yep, this is Cuidage, and fills me one or two of them. Put my cocoa back, but I have loads of this, right? There's 2 in here, right? There's 2, and I've given them away at work. Here's what I'm gonna wear today. Rose Ikebana, because it's in my head, and I made a comment on Eugene's last video that this is the simple one that I like. Look at these Hermes samples. Not your tin horn. They have a good presentation in and out, whether you're in the boutique and you're looking around the place, and it's first class, right? Whether you love them or not. I think they're grade A perfumery and smells, but in terms of wearability, not that they're hard to wear, but it's just like, you know, do I want to walk around smelling like a really nice, fine handbag, woman's handbag? But I chose a clean shirt today. All my shirts are clean, but then like I wear for maybe an hour or 2 during the day, and I switch and I come back. But I can't wear them, even though they're clean. I can't wear them the next day if I want to wear something like this, because they're smelling like something. That one over there smells like Havas, and the other one smells like DHI because I wore it the other day. And the other one smells eternally like whatever, BR 540 from 2 weeks ago. It's clean. I only wore it once, and you know, I don't do laundry all the time. But here's what I get for being a good customer, and you know, occasionally buying stuff. And I do have an in with them because I use my MasterCard points for Bloomingdale's, and it just is a never-ending circle, right? So very grateful to the gal at Bloomingdale's for treating me well, and I like to make purchases from her. So in the future, if I want a sample, and I don't ask for samples a lot, I really don't. I turn them down. I don't want them laying around, and we only have so much time during the day. But I mean, during our lives. Now I'm going to sport this, and it's because, you know, I don't have a bottle of any of these once again, but it's because, I'm ready. I'm ready with my samples bags, and I have a lot of them from other houses. So this is an important kind of message, especially for you young guys out there that are just starting to get into this, you know, and you're young, right? And you got a good job. Get a great relationship with your favorite store. All right, whether it's Macy's or Bloomingdale's or Saks or what are those fancy ones in Toronto? I can't name them right now, but and then buy stuff from that person, and then don't just listen to them, what they say, and then give feedback, and then give them maybe your opinion and some pointers and stuff like that, and then be grateful and just say, you know, it's great to see you. And then when you make a purchase, you'll get a bunch of samples. If you don't, I mean, something's wrong. Maybe the store's not budgeted so well or whatever, but then you come back, you'll just get samples for free without buying stuff, and so on and so on. So here is the greatest example of that, is if the store has an Hermes counter, right? And I'm all set with these to do my research or smell like one of these when I want to, but I don't have a bottle, right? But half the joy in this life is just getting stuff and experimenting and testing and sniffing and thinking, such as, you know, Rose Ikebana. I've had this for a couple years, I think. Gave it to my beautiful cohort at my past work business. I don't work there anymore, but she was really picky about what she wore. She used to moonlight at Joe Malone, and I said, try this one now, this one's you. You know, and she's a married, hot Chinese gal. I mean, smoking. And I think it goes perfect with that. And she goes, I think you might have something there, Bob. But I've worn this like maybe 3 times, and I want to get some stronger opinion on it. Watery, juicy rose. What other stuff is in here that'll come to mind? Green, it's green. But here's your springtime reminder to get out there and make good rapport with someone at your department store. Okay, someone, and then you could talk to, and whether it's Creed or Bond or Tom Ford especially, you know. And then it also has other advantages. When you go into the store and to that area, people leave you alone because they know right away, oh, Christine takes care of Bob. Or, you know, because that's another thing. When you go into a store, or say if you bring a friend in, you get hounded, right? Oh, did you try this one? Did you try that one? Yeah, I did 10 years ago. You almost surely, you don't want to be bothered like that until you see your essay. But you know, if they don't know you, they're going to come at you. But if they know that you are hooked up with one person there, all the other ones, and a lot of them are newbies, they'll leave you alone because the manager there goes, oh, you know, Christine takes care of him, or John takes care of her, and then they leave you alone, and it just, you know, is a further benefit. So there's my point. If you haven't, I don't feel bad about saying, definitely, I mean, get off your butt and make a great relationship with a person at the department store. And then, in my opinion, it just comes back with nothing but benefits. Alrighty? So that has been my schooling of the day. And I'll come back at you tomorrow with another edition of perfume problems and passions. All right? Bye-bye.